Amp Live TV and the Amp Live Real Estate Show. This is a special segment in regards to what I'm doing and what we're doing for the Brokers Partner Program that we're rolling out here in Southern California only for right now. So call it beta, call it whatever. I know that probably one of the only agencies or marketing companies that's doing what we're doing with brokers, okay? This happens to have, yes, our American Mentee program and our Amp Live Creative Real Estate Investing Accelerator program, and offering up to 3 streams. That's right, 3 streams. I'm going to go ahead and put my mug up here. Obviously, you can see that's the Real Estate Investing Domination Investor Meetup. That is our every Thursday that we'll be rolling out as well, and that's to help you dominate your area. What this segment is about is for brokers. It's for brokers who are looking for residual streams of income. It's not going to cost you a dime. So here's the deal. We go into a broker's office, your old broker's office. If you see this, or if you're a real estate agent, then definitely share it with your broker, and we'll make sure you if they come aboard and we onboard a broker, you'll get paid a referral fee of some sort, a marketing fee. But this is what we're offering: 3 revenue streams. Doesn't cost you a dime. We set it all up, and I'm going to get into what those revenue streams are right now. I'll go ahead and put that up here. Every Thursday we do have that. So if you're a real estate agent or watching this, definitely share it with your broker or any broker. Most of that likely going to be your broker. But you can scan that QR code right there and get involved on the Thursday. That's our Real Estate Domination Live webinar. Going to help you and share with you on how to dominate your area, how to kick ass, so you can beat out the wholesalers, investors, agents, and even brokers in your local area. That's what this is about. And so you get the best of both worlds. So we're bringing this to the broker world in our own little area here. It's not a little, because there's literally tens of millions of people here in crazy Southern California, beautiful Southern California. But as you can see in the back right here, right, it says the greatest real estate education in America. And you probably can't see it across the top. I'm going to put on the spectacles here. But you'll be able to see across the top that says the Amp Live Broker Partner Program, earn up to 30% revenue share. Charter pricing is now open, okay? This is for the Amp Live Creative Real Estate Investing Accelerator. And I'm going to share with you on how you can actually get 3 revenue streams for your office, depending on how many agents. If you got a minimum of 25 to 50 agents on up, then we would be a good fit. So let me get into it a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and scroll down here. Let me see if I can go ahead and do this. You can see this here. I'm going to go ahead and have to go to the actual page and scroll down and share it with you. So as we go down here, and I'll go ahead and share that with you, see if you can see it. All right. So the greatest real estate education in America for broker officers, agent teams, lenders, and for AHA partner program. That's our partner program for the American Mentee program. I'll go share this with you. As you can see, it says right here, the Amp Live Creative Real Estate Investing Accelerator teaches agents and investors the full creative finance system, subject to seller financing, lease options, and wholesale in 30 days. As an office partner, your brokerage earns on every seat your agent fills. This is a partnership no other broker in the market is offering. I guarantee it. It's a great recruiting tool, simply because you'll be offering what other brokers do not. Right? Everybody's I'm not going to lie. Brokers are losing units to wholesalers, to investors, to newbies, to mom and pop investing companies and things of that nature. You're losing out to those people, and it's costing money, right? So wouldn't it be better? And don't you think an agent would be grateful to be going, hey, you know what? You're telling me something that these other brokers are not even mentioning to me. That's creative real estate investing. And creative real estate investing is the future of real estate. You may not think it is. You may think, oh, you can't do that. It's illegal or it's too risky. No, look, it's in the letter of the law. It works if you do it correctly, and that's what we're here to do, to share that with you. And we bring that to the table. We bring Amp Live Media, a media broadcasting and marketing company, to the table. They power us and our mentees across the United States of America. Also powers what? VIP execs. That's right, VIP execs, realty, lending, and investments in luxury properties, step into excellence. So when we're bringing that brokerage to the table, they are our affiliated partner that's going to help you bring a 4th revenue stream that no other agency is actually going to bring to the table with you, or bring that to the table, period. Probably thinking, oh, how does that even mean? How does that even work? How can I get 3 revenue streams and I don't have to pay for it? And how is that going to work? And then if there's a 4th revenue stream, what the heck is that? And how is that going to work? I'm going to share that with you in a couple of minutes. I'm not going to take a lot of your time. At the end of the day, what we're doing here, I am going live and I'm sharing this live one time. We'll probably record it, and yes, it'll be monetized. And obviously, if you're interested, reach out, do a chat, watch the video backwards, forwards. If you're an agent, share it with your brokers. Like I said, we will get you paid a referral fee if we bring us into the office. It's going to help you do some free trainings and things of that nature inside your office, as well as bringing the Amp Live Creative Real Estate Investing Accelerator into your broker's office so you can dominate and kick butt in your area. You may be kicking butt already. You may say, you know what, we got something like that. We got real estate investing. I guarantee you, I had 20 years of experience. I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but I guarantee you, I talked to thousands and thousands of people, including here in Southern California. It's not very many people, very many real estate investors, and yes, even regular investors who understand creative real estate investing. They don't know jack about subject to existing financing. Okay, can you do it? Yes. Can you do it correctly? Yes. Do we do it correctly? Yes. We do to the point where, yes, we're notifying the bank. All these things, I'm not going to get into the details, but there's simple things that you can be doing to saying, hey, you know what? It's too tight of a loan. Another investor offered me something else. So, instead of getting the listing, right, you can still get the listing. You can get it in a different way with wholesaling, subject to seller finance. There's a way to put those extra strategies together and yes, turn your agents into super agents, right? So your broker, so when they lock up those properties, they're bringing those units to the table instead of going, okay, an investor is going to get that. A wholesaler is going to get that. Maybe another broker is going to get that. Maybe another agent's going to get that who understands creative real estate investing because they spent $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 to learn how to do real estate investing or creative real estate investing. So that's what we're bringing to the table. No other agency is doing that in America. I guarantee it. We checked it out, right? We ran it through AI, yes, and all that other good stuff, and here we are. So it's being a little bit risky. I don't care. It's going to happen. It's probably going to be a trend. And if I'm right, then great. I get to pat myself on the back. But at the same token, we got to get in there and kick some ass, and that's what we're here for you. So there is a standard program, and then there's a premium program. The standard program I'm going to share with you right now has 3 revenue streams. The premium program has four revenue streams. And that 4th revenue stream, I'm going to share it with you right now just so you hear it. So don't leave right now. Check it out. If you watch this, it's all about pay as you close. You pay as you close. We're bringing leads to the table for listings and buyers. We also have leads that come down the wire as we run campaigns, and our mentees run campaigns. Your soon-to-be agent/student mentees will be running campaigns as well, meaning they're bringing more what? More deal flow, more leads, and more units, closed COEs, right, to the table. And while we're running those campaigns and they're running those campaigns, right, that's good revenue for you. But at the same token, some of those are not ready to say, hey, they don't want to take the real estate investing wholesale route, right? The offer's too low. They don't want that cash deal. They want more money. Maybe it's to the point where it's like, look, the only other option is to list it, and that'll turn into a listing, right? But at least you get in first with a few other things. You're coming in through the back door, all legal and proper. So, you wear the right hat, real estate hat, investor hat, and I'll share how that gets done and all those things. But the 4th revenue stream is going to be if you get that lead, and we're giving you leads. So VIP Execs Realty Lending and Investments and Luxury Properties will come in and do some training. I will be doing some training on the private sector. She will be doing some training on the public sector on how to get those leads, like if it's a listing lead or as a buyer's lead, to help them and educate them, your agents, to show them how to close them suckers, right? Because there's a certain percentage as you talk to these people. And these are leads where people have raised their hand and said, yes, I'm interested. And maybe Corona or Rancho Cucamonga or wherever it is in Southern California where we're marketing in your market. And they're saying, yeah, I'm interested in, buying a property. I want to look at those Corona properties under 800,000. It's a lead, right? So at the same token, they may own a house too. So you know how that goes. I don't have to explain it to you, but if I do, it's okay. That means there's a lead there that's going to be a buyer, could turn into a loan. They may need a loan, and they may need to sell a house, right? So therefore, those are hot, juicy leads. If you close them, yes, you're going to pay a referral fee to VIP Execs Realty Lending and Investments and Luxury Properties, right? Not Amp Live Media or AHA. Simply because we're the AHA, Americans Help Americans, is a marketing company, an agency, a media company, right? That's why it's Amp Live Media. Marketing, media, and broadcasting company that does this and all the videos. We do all the trainings. Will be in-house for you as well. If you go standard, right? If you go premium, then hey, standard is, hey, there's going to be offices and probably more than your offices. Once we run out of the charter seats, then the price obviously goes up. And I'm going to share with you right now on how you can actually make 3 revenue streams inside your office. But let's lay the foundation a little bit, right? Share, well, what the heck is this? How is this going to work, right? What is this about? And first and foremost, it is about what? Not losing business to investors and wholesalers, right? That's what this segment's about. And how to turn your real estate agents into super real estate agents. I'm going to teach them and work with them to show them how to dominate their area so you can get those units, which is going to increase your revenue stream as a broker, right? In other words, you're going to be happy as shit, and you're going to go, thank you very much, Erick, for sharing this with me. And it's not costing you a dime, right? Except for, as a standard, if you come in on the standard broker platform for this, then it's 3 revenue streams. If it's the premium, then yes, there's going to be an MSA. We're going to go ahead and bring those leads to the table through VIP execs. We have a marketing agreement with them, and that fourth revenue stream, can I count, right? Fourth revenue stream is going to be super powerful on top of everything else that we're bringing to the table. So let's get to it, okay? So right down here, see the charter, see the accelerator, your revenue streams, max 30% revenue share. You're getting 30% there. 40% max seat discount, okay? Awesome. $599 max per charter seat. The max per regular sale is $3,899. 30 days to their first deal is what we'll be rocking and rolling on. Okay? Now, the centerpiece of all this is right here. Okay? Listen, what your agents get. The Amp Live Accelerator, 30 days, full system, first deal. This is not a course. It's a complete investor information system, or formation system, I should say, built on 20 years of real estate deals, powered by the AHA mission, which is Americans helping Americans, one American at a time, one property at a time, one family at a time, doing our part to get America back on track together with you and others across the United States of America, and now brokers. So it's super powerful. And it's funded by VIP Execs Realty and Lending. Your agents enter not knowing creative finance. They don't have to know shit. They exit having the system, the community, and a lender ready to fund their first deal and their second and the third and fourth and fifth, and continue to roll as it brings revenue and units to your brokerage. Let me go ahead and show you what we got here. Now, obviously, we're going to be buying houses without a bank. 9 modules to train them. And I will be in-house. We'll be training just like we're doing here. Okay? And the first deal is going to be the goal. That first deal pays for this 7 times over. Average wholesale assignments 10 to 50, 25,000. Charter price is $1,997. Return investment on the deal is 651%. The math makes the decision for you. Does it not? All right, VIP execs funding from one day. Every charter member that comes aboard, in other words, every agent that comes aboard is introduced to VIP execs Realty Lending before their first deal. Hard money in 48 hours, conventional exit, bridge, one lender for the full investor career, right? Whether it's the burr method at the end of the day, whether they get converted into a listing or a regular buyer, does not matter. Even investors, right? Because you want to go after those investors because they're doing what? They're buying properties. They're no different than a regular buyer. They're just a little quicker, and they move a little faster than a traditional buyer who's emotionally going to get attached to a property. An investor's looking at the numbers. If the numbers make sense, there is no emotional attachment, means volume, right? Volume. That's what you want. AHA Americans Helping Americans, win-win deals, communities restored, sellers relieved, investors built. This is the mission, and it's why the charter price is $1,997 instead of $30,000 like everybody else, right? I don't know. I can say it with Brian. Was it Buffini? You got what was the other guy? I forgot the referral. I can't even remember his name. He was bigger than shit that cycle. He's still out there. And a lot of agents use it by referral type stuff, and they try to tap in with some technology. I get it. That's awesome. But at the end of the day, they charge. They're pretty expensive. Or you're paying for a coach or a mentor of $1,000 to $3,000 bucks, or $3,500 a month. Hey, we're probably going to be tapping into the same stuff, right? As we get into that. But not how they teach. We stick in the private sector and we roll it into the public sector. Now we're putting them together. So therefore, we have what's called the Amp Live Creator Real Estate Investing Accelerator. Now, the Sunday sermon is awesome. And yes, we're going to be doing some Saturday training, although I started changing the lineup a little bit, but we're going to continue. Weekly Mindset Sunday, plus 90-minute classroom, skill building Saturday, plus real world field days, the complete investor information ecosystem, not just modules, right? Because modules don't cut it. I hate modules, and that's the only reason why we rolled this out. to everybody in the United States of America, but now we're rolling it out just to the brokers and your agents to help you dominate your area and to be able to kick butt and dominate and kick. I don't have to say it, right? You know what's out there: agents, brokers, wholesalers, investors, right? It's a competition. It is what it is, and you're losing units to those people, right? That's the competition. We're going to help you eliminate the competition, or at least suppress it really low, because you'll be the only game in town if you can afford to get those leads and get those flows. And we're going to help you with the what? Yes, you're going to pay as you get close, pay as you close. You get a lead, close it, right? You're going to do a revenue split with VIP Exec Realty Lending and Investments. The same token, let me show you how you're going to make money with those 3 revenue streams, right? What your agents are going to learn, I'm not going to get too deep into this, but what your agents will learn every module sequence to build momentum, small wins, compounding into a closed deal. This isn't content to consume. It's a system to execute, which is true. Execution is key here, right? Now, obviously, your agents know how to list properties. Most have never structured a Subto offer. The gap is why investors outcompete them on every motivated seller in your market. Super important, right? The Amp Live Accelerator closes the gap in 30 days. As an office partner, your office earns revenue share on every seat they fill, right? So your agents are going to become very dangerous. They're going to learn this marketing. We're going to work with them exclusively to show them how to dominate their area. Work with even the public market, and I like to call the private market, right? Off market deals and all that good stuff. How to lead generate, how to work those leads, how to work what I like to call the art. Or it's called art of the deal, but it's more like the Amp Live method, right? And using Sales 101, tie downs, open-ended questions, getting them to tell you everything from birth until now, and then putting together a solution for your clients. Now, obviously, the Amp Live framework and orientation is module 1. Module 2, we're getting into Napoleon Hill's 17 principles. Super important. Mindset is awesome, and you have to have that, and you know that in this business. Lead generation, motivated seller machine. Deal analysis, how to figure out the numbers and break down those numbers, because if you don't know the numbers, which you should, but you'll be surprised at how many agents and real estate agents don't understand the numbers or the real estate side of the business, let alone wholesaling and what they do and how they do it. Guarantee it, maybe 1%, if even that, fraction of 1% actually understand creative real estate, subject to existing financing, seller financing, lease options, rent to own. You're providing a service for all those people by maybe even a disservice by being a professional real estate agent and not even being able to share those things with your brokerage, or your brokerage should be sharing these things with them to be able to help them, which is in a seller in a real estate situation, let alone even a buyer or an investor or a traditional buyer, because there are some buyers that have cash, but you know what? Hey, they can't use the bank. Could you still broker a deal and help them find a house? Of course you can. And can you still get paid? Of course you can, right? As long as it's written out correctly and it's disclosed, and you understand you have an agreement with them. It's a beautiful thing, right? You're gonna increase revenue. I'm gonna help you increase revenue in your brokerage by doing these things. Now, obviously, negotiation is super important, right? That is the most important factor that I'm gonna learn, that I'm gonna share and help. This is what's gonna help your agents dominate. It's the negotiation, the Amp Live method. And how I teach and how we do this with muscle memory and how we actually go through the process, how words I like to say are magic. I hate to say that, but it's true. Opening the call, discovery, closing the call, 3 magical questions, setting the stage. These things are super important that I'm going to share with your agents to kick some rock and roll butt there. Creative finance, Subto seller finance, lease options, full acquisition playbook, templates, authorization letters, closing documents, everything that you can possibly need, okay? And yes, you can get them approved. You can go over them. You can have your attorney take a look at them, whatever you like to do. Disposition buyers list is super important, right? You got to understand and know how to qualify those buyers that are on the investor side. It can be 1 investor, 2 investors, 5 investors can bring a lot of revenue to your brokerage with 1 agent. And if 1 agent is doing that and duplicating that, rinse and repeat, well, you're going to have a lot of clients that are going to want a lot of deals, and they're going to move a lot quicker than a traditional buyer, right? For sure, I guarantee it. All right, so scaling, VAs, CRM automation, right? We're there to help you with that. If they want to step up and they want our one-on-one mentoring program, and that's totally up to them. Yes, you still receive revenue if they jump aboard. because we have a done with you and a done for you program, but they're the hard costs are a little higher than our Amp Live Accelerator program. That's why we're talking about this right now. But we can definitely help you with that or point you in the right direction, do some trainings and things of that nature. 30-day challenge, day-by-day action map. Week 1, setup. Week 2, outreach. Week 3, offers. Week 4, let's close some deals. It's a no-brainer. All right, so 3 ways. Here we go. You probably say, well, yeah, how am I going to make money? Where does this, I want to know how I make money as a broker, right? So 3 revenue streams, 3 ways your office makes money. Most broker partnerships offer 1 revenue stream, okay? The Amp Live Standard Partnership delivers 3 from a single agreement, a single program, and a single mission. Let me explain how that works, okay? Make sure we're good here. Okay, can you see this? All right, cool. Let me see. I might be able to read it better, so let me go here. There it is. I'm going to do this. And there we are. Okay. I don't know if you can read that, but hopefully you can read that a little bit better. You can also scan that QR code. You want to test it out. You want to have an agent test it out. Scan that QR code, and we'll lock in the charter spot for $1,997. I'm actually going to put it down here because actually it's a $12,997 program that we're rolling out to you for less than a European cheeseburger. I'm just kidding. There we go. All right, there you go. It's going to be the broker questions answered. You can go check out that link right there. That's the Broker Amp Live Standard. This is the website that you're actually looking at now. I will also put in the charter link for you. Right there, we also have in-house payment plans. Put that right there. Should be, there's the link to what you see. Or you can just scan the QR code right there. All right, let's get into it. So, volume seat discount. How do you make money here, right? Okay, you buy low, pass savings, or keep the margin. Totally up to you, right? You buy a seat. Charter seat, 40% off individual pricing. Pass the savings on to agents, right? As the recruitment and retention. In other words, hey, you want to recruit agents. You want a retention. They're going to leave. I'll tell you what, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to put you into this program. I don't want you to leave. We're going to give it a shot. We're going to do this. So it's a great retention program. At the same token, it's a great recruiting tool because they're going to get this. Now, you can either give it to them. Yes, you have to pay for it and give it to them. Or you just, you get paid for them signing up. So you can buy low, pass on the savings, or you can keep the margin. Or yes, you can, up to $800 margin per seat. So in other words, you can give it to them, say, here you go, you pay for it, or you can mark it up to $1,900, mark it up to $2,000, mark it up to whatever you want because it's a $12,997 program, and keep the difference, right? So if you mark it up to $1,997, you're going to make $800 per seat. And your agents will pay that. I guarantee it, because people are spending $5, $10, $15, $20, $30,000 to learn how to do creative real estate investing. Shouldn't even say that, just real estate investing in general. I won't mention any companies, but there are some that do about $50,000. And you go to their seminar and the Kumbaya and all that good stuff and Inner Circle. There's others that are $26,000. They have a major person on the marquee, but that person doesn't actually train. They just paid for the name. There's other companies out there that are individual and building a community and things of that nature, maybe from $5,000 to $12,000 for their program. And you get into the Facebook groups and Kumbaya and all the good stuff, which they'll never be trained by the actual person on the marquee. In the same token, there's others, all over the United States of America. Heck, there's bus tours that I've seen that are $75,000 bus tours, 3 days. They go check out properties that they are never purchased. They're just ugly properties, and then they run them through and you get some content, and then you give them a 100-page manual, maybe about 100 pages, boom, and tell you, and then they tell them, which is good for you guys, go talk to agents, but they very small amount will do deals. All right, so let's go. There we go. Enrollment, revenue share. So 25 to 30% per sale, monthly payout. Now this doesn't cost you anything. We'll do a co-branded thing. We'll have a website co-brand with your name, and then Amp Live Media and the Amp Live Real Estate Accelerating Program. It'll be sent out to your database and all that good stuff. And if they buy, guess what? You make money with that revenue share. So it'll be a monthly payout. And this is every month, 25 to 30% per sale, monthly payout. Every enrollment through your co-branded partner page. Charters $4.99 to $5.99 per seat. Regular price is $32.49 to $38.99 per seat. No cap, no minimum, no monthly. Growth pack. Now, if you buy 10 seats, that's $4,191 at charter pricing. If you turn around and sell those, the same token, if we're co-branding and they just signed up and they purchase that revenue goes to you. Okay, 25 to 30% of the revenue is going to go to you. All right, I should say revenue stream number 3: VIP execs, lending referrals, licensed agent referral compensation. Licensed agents in your office who refer investor clients to VIP execs realty lending earn referral compensation under applicable licensing rules. A separate transaction-based income stream that compounds over time. Transaction-based compounds with every investor agent, right? So that's available as well, which is super powerful because we're bringing that private money to the table, bringing the BRRRR method to the table, bringing DSCR loans to the table, even traditional, right? You want an agent, you want a brokerage that's actually going to kick butt and help you get those loans through. And that's 20 years experience on that brokerage side with VIP Execs Realty, lending and investments, and luxury properties, step into excellence. And there's no competition there because at the end of the day, it's only going to help you what? Close more what? Units, more units, more units. You bring investors and you have this, investors are going to come and work with you. All right, fourth revenue stream. If you want a fourth revenue stream, it's for premium partners, get access to the pay at closing traditional buyer and seller lead pipeline. It's routed through VIP Execs Realty and lending to your agents at zero cost up front. That's right. See that? Zero cost up front. That's freaking amazing. Now, you may not be able to see it, but let me see if I can roll it up here. Right down there on the bottom. We'll bring it to the front so you can see it. It's right there. Right? No upfront costs. See the premium partnership program? I'll bring that up in a second, and we'll roll through it, and I'm going to spend a lot of time on the premium. But that one, you have to have a different agreement. But here we go. Partnership tiers. So this is how it works, okay? So, affiliate partner, all right? 1+ referral. There's no minimum. 25%, $499 charter seat. Regular price is $32.49. Referral link plus co-branded page that we set up for you. 25% revenue share on enrollments, right? Our goal is to get you 2 or 3 of those in the first couple of months. And as you continue to move forward, right, can you see how that's free income and how that's going to obviously act as a retainment? It's going to act as a recruiting tool. It's going to act as a revenue stream that doesn't cost you anything or time. All right, so 25% revenue share on enrollments, amplified promo asset pack, charter, and regular pricing access. All right, so this is the best one right here, most popular. Office partner, 5 to 24 seats. Volume pricing, you get 15 to 25% off the pricing. You get a 28% revenue stream. $559 for a charter seat. The regular price is $3,639. All affiliate benefits just from that same thing on one for your first revenue stream. Volume seat pricing, 5 to 10 packs. You buy these in 5, 10, 25 packs, and that means seats. You'll buy them, purchase them, either give them to your agents or mark them up and sell them to your agents. All affiliate, should say VIP Execs Preferred Lending intro. Erick office, one event per year. I'll come in, we'll have an event, we'll do the food, and we'll do the kumbaya. We'll come in and we'll blow doors, and we'll talk about who's kicking butt, testimonials, how the program's working for others. So then we can bring more people or more agents so they can see that, and then they can tap in, and it's only going to increase what? Increase your revenue, again, for free. All right, office featured in AHA community. So you will be featured in our AHA community, which is taught on school. So we'll put your brokerage in there so other people can, there's gonna be regular people in the program that are not in part of your brokerage, but they are part of the Amp Life Creator Real Estate Investing Accelerator. They're part of the American Mentee program. Maybe they're part of Amp Life Media. So as they're in there in the community, they may need a broker. They may need an agent in your area. Because these people are from all over the United States of America. So it doesn't matter where you're located, right? But this is going to be specifically right now, probably for the next 6 to 12 months, it's going to be strictly Southern California and all 4 counties. All right. So the premier partner, 25+ seats, exclusive territory. That means you get exclusive territory. These other 2, you don't. This is exclusive territory, up to 40% off, 30% revenue share. And like I mentioned, it's exclusive territory for you and your brokerage. $599 charter, $38.99 regular, all office partner benefits, exclusive MSA territory for 12 months locked in for you. So it's going to benefit you. Dedicated school agent subgroup. And that's awesome because we're going to set that up for you as well. So they can go in there and train and learn and do their community thing and ask questions and help each other. VIP execs preferred pipeline and quarterly Erick touch point. So that means I'll come in. We're gonna share and do some training. We're gonna see what's going on, who's doing what, and all that good stuff, awards and things of that nature. VIP execs preferred pipeline is going to be exactly what I just mentioned in regards to the revenue streams, the lending side of things, and a few other things. Here we go. So let's touch base on this real quick. So you got VIP Execs Realty Lending presenting sponsor, the lender your agents need from day one, obviously, right? Your agent's funding partner ready before deal one. Every Amp Live Charter member is introduced to VIP Execs Realty Lending as part of your onboarding process, your agent onboarding process, and even real estate investors that come aboard that are not attached to your brokerage. VIP Execs Lending is part of onboarding. The lender relationship starts before their first deal. So when they bring the deal, the funding's ready to go. Hard money in 48 hours, conventional exit, bridge, commercial, one lender for the full investor career and agent career as well. Because they can obviously, there's traditional lending, you got the conventional, you got FHA, Freddie, Fannie, all those other awesome, programs that are out there. VIP Lending can take care of that for you. All right, so hard money, fast, pre-approved in 48 hours, rehab, acquisition, funding for all creative deals. Now here's the awesome part right here, because this is part of the creative side. Conventional exit and buyer financing, so your buyers can close out with cash, smoother dispositions. Okay, that means unloading them. Cash out refinance for the BRRRR strategy, support, pull, equity, and recycle into the next deal. When you pull cash out, start working on more deals, means more what? Revenue and units for you as a broker. Commercial and bridge, when agents are ready to scale to 5+ units, VIP execs can scale with them, right? So you're bringing that aspect to the table for them as well. So you're going to know your agents are not going to want to leave you ever. All right. Broker questions answered. I'm not going to go through all of them. I'll just hit maybe 3, the magical 3, right? There we go. Everything you need to know before you partner. Why would agents becoming investors help my brokerage? It's the biggest question, right? Agents who invest close more deals as agents, not fewer. They understand seller motivation at a deeper level. So you're not leaving money on the table. For example, you got wholesalers and they go, hey, I can buy this property 60, 65, 70 cents on the dollar. Seller says, no, I can't do that. What does the wholesaler have to do? They got to leave. Boom. And then maybe an investor will get it. Maybe a savvier investor like us or some other savvy investor will get it. Or statistically, an agent will get it, right? Because they're going to try to do for sale by owner. They're going to try everything in the book before they hit the agent. Agent's last resort for most people, right? That's going to stop. It's not going to happen anymore, right? Not when you're working with us. So they understand seller motivation at a deeper level. They solve problems conventional agents cannot, because you're going to have the power of what? The AMP Live method and myself teaching you and sharing you those things. Now they generate referrals from the investor community as well, because they're in there helping each other and working deals with each other. And agents building personal wealth through investing stay longer with the office that gave them the tools. You're giving them what 97% of brokerages do not do. I'm probably even going to say maybe 99%. Now, it's more relevant. Are there a lot of other mom and pops doing this type of thing? Yes, but they're not doing what we're doing. I guarantee it. I guarantee you only 1 to 3% of American investors, brokers, and agents, well, I should say American investors, okay, 1 to 3% of American investors know how to do creative real estate investing properly and do it like we do it and do it correctly and safely. I'd say 2% brokers and 1%, if even a fraction of 1% of agents know how to do this correctly, okay? It's just not being taught, or it's just not being done or allowed. We're going to break that cycle. All right, so here we go. Let me go with the next one. Let me pick a good one. What is the revenue share structure exactly? Is there exclusivity available on the market? They're going to ask that, right? Or you will. So yes, premier partners, only premier partners, which I'm going to get to in a second. 25 seat packs receive an exclusive MSA territory, no competing Amp Live broker partner in their market for 12 months. Starter and growth packs are non-exclusive. Exclusivity renews annually at the premier tier. So what makes Amp Live different from every other real estate investing program or course, right? Can we use this to recruit agents? I think that's an important one, right? How long is charter pricing available? Well, I want to share this one with you, right? Because I think this is important. More revenue, more agents, more revenue, right? If they perform. You know the percentages on that, right? On how many agents it takes to bring and recruit to pay the bills and more and profit, as well as them actually closing deals. So let's go for it. All right, absolutely. Join our office and access the Amp Live Creative Real Estate Investing Accelerator at volume pricing. With VIP Execs Realty and Lending funding your deals from day one, no other brokerage in the market is offering this. It costs your office nothing to pitch and earns revenue every time an agent enrolls. They're going to love you for what you're doing. And they're going to stay with you because you help them build their legacy, not just go from feast to famine. The ones that are rocking and rolling and doing great, and maybe your top 5-10%, increase that to maybe 15-20%, because now you have more people bringing in more units, and maybe they get fired up even more and they start bringing this revenue to the table with investors and wholesalers, all kinds of stuff, right? And they're bringing this to the table, which is the key thing here, is right, is that they're going to enroll and then they're going to stay with you because you're giving them something that other brokerages do not even offer. The ones who understand this will see the value. Questions for sure, but it's okay. How long is charter pricing available? Well, that's limited. Once they're gone, it's gone. And then the price will go up. All right, what makes Amp Live different from every other real estate investing course? Our program, okay? 3 things. Mission from AHA, Americans Helping Americans. Our cause and mission, which is one American at a time, one property at a time, one family at a time, doing our part to get America back on track together with you and others across the United States of America since 2010, 11, 12, after the crash and things were taking a you-know-what, and the market actually bottomed out. There was a necessity for AHA, and it still lives today. 2 is the system. You need a system. You got to think, maybe you're a franchise. Maybe you're some type of real estate franchise or not, but systems and processes work, as you know, right? That's what this is. It's based on, franchise, but it's not. And funding. You need to be able to fund those deals, right? Fund the deals. We bring that to the table. The mission is AHA, Americans Helping Americans. It's not a tagline, right? It's the filter for every decision, including the charter price, the system. It's not a course to watch, but a 30-day action plan with daily steps, live accountability, real deal review, tested scripts, battle-tested marketing, and obviously sales 101 and rock and rollness on top of that. Funding, VIP Execs Lending, Realty and Lending is introduced on day 1 before your first deal, so students don't ever scramble for money when deal appears. The most important thing is going to be able to do what? Have those closing ratios, being able to know what to do with the seller if it doesn't fit that one-trick pony, style, system. List, buyer's agent. List, buyer's agent. List, buyer's agent. No, we're going to bring these other things to the table. There's going to be some wholesaling, some creative real estate, seller finance. They have money, don't have money, including with the buyers, right? What if they don't have the money, or maybe they do have the money, but they don't have the credit? Can you still go find out a property? Yes, you can, subject to existing financing, and do what? Agent gets paid, broker gets paid, buyers get paid, because the buyer's going to pay for the agent and your commission to make that happen, which means you are bringing revenue to the broker, and you're getting paid as a broker for them bringing you that revenue, and us bringing and teaching your agents that and showing them how to dominate their area is price of admission, right? And it's not costing you. It's a no-brainer, right? So what happens when, they buy, right? An agent or a buyer, I should say a buyer, right? A buyer's going to be able to go, hey, well, I got the cash. Probably thinking, how's that transaction going to happen, right? They have the money, but they don't have the credit. There's going to be another property. You're going to find another property. You're like, hey, you know what? They're in an issue. They're having an issue. They need whatever needs to happen with that distressed property. The solution's a buyer. The agent's going to put it together. The broker's going to get paid for it through the agent by putting these transactions together. Now, that'd be a transaction that an agent walk away from, right? Or they would probably, if they knew anything, which most don't, they'll just walk away or try to refer it to another investor or maybe another agent, or they'll try to do it, watch some YouTube videos, some TikTok videos, and then blow the deal and maybe get in trouble and all that good stuff, or do it wrong, or, whatever. So it's best to have professionals like ourselves to be able to train and mentor your agents and show them how to do that correctly. All right. So let's go to the fourth revenue stream real quick. See what we got here. And it's very easy to sign up, right? AHA, build wealth with us. The greatest partnership. One charter volume pricing closes when the 50 seats all fill up. Apply now to lock in your office pack before the price moves to $12,997 as the regular price, and activate all 3 revenue streams in your office. You can just fill that out. Very simple. Press submit. Boom. You'll be rocking and rolling with us. We'll get you onboarded very quickly. We even put together a dashboard so you can log into the dashboard as a broker and you can see, how many people are signing up for the affiliate program, how many seats have been sold, how much revenue you're making, even on the pay as you close, who's in the pipeline, who's got a loan they're looking at, who's got the loans in the pipeline, who's working these leads, right? For listing leads and seller leads, as well as all the investor leads that are going to come down the wire and then given to VIP execs, and VIP execs will distribute them to your brokerage, right? So you'll be getting a certain amount of leads, every month to the ones that have actually come aboard and have become an Amp Live Creative Real Estate Investing Accelerator program mentee or member, I should say, a charter member. Okay. So let's get that rocking and rolling and clear. The premium partnership, 4 revenue streams, pay at closing lead pipeline is included. AHA, Americans Helping Americans. So the only partnership, I'll go ahead and put that up here, right? Because basically we're talking about it. I got to share the wrong. You can't see that, huh? So let's share this tab instead. Boink. I'm going to share that tab. And then I'm actually going to bring it up on the TV as well. There it is. I'm going to cast it on the TV. So we'll stop that one and we'll start it so you can see it. Magic. There we go. So the premier partnership, 4 revenue streams here. This is the 4th revenue stream. It's called pay at closing lead pipeline is included. This is going to be probably super exciting for you. And it doesn't cost you a dime, but let me see. I'll pull it up here. We'll start off from here so you can actually see it in the back. I'm not sure if you can. All right. But it's the only partnership with 4 streams. This is the 4th stream, okay? And premium broker partnership, 4 revenue streams, AHA through AHA, Americans Helping Americans, and Amp Live Media. Okay. So there we go. So Amp Live, the Amp Live Premium Partner Program combines everything in the standard partnership, the accelerator, volume pricing, enrollment revenue share, and VIP execs lending referrals with an exclusive 4th stream, a pay at closing traditional buyer and seller lead pipeline routed through VIP execs and lending to your agents at 0 upfront cost. Absolutely 0, nothing, no upfront cost, okay? No other real estate education or agency or media company offers this. Guarantee it, okay? And if they do, who cares? They're not here in California. And I guarantee they're probably not in other states because we've done some homework, obviously, and you'll be the first, right? So let's keep on rocking. See all 4 streams, how the lead pipeline works, right? 4 revenue streams, 30% maximum revenue share, 0 upfront cost. Oh my God, is that for real? 40% max seat discount, and 3 to 5 times higher close rate. What else can you ask for? And didn't even ask. It's just a gift, right? Here we go. As far as I'm concerned, all 4 revenue streams, 4 ways your office makes money. The Amp Live Premium Partnership is the only broker partnership in real estate education media company with 4 distinct revenue streams, right? Now, all flowing from one program, the Amp Live Creative Real Estate Investing Accelerator. That is the program, and they go in. Onboarding is automated. They sign up. They click the link. They onboard. They start going through the videos and the questionnaires and things of that nature. We'll actually, for your brokerage, we'll talk with every single one and help them design a game plan for their business, which is going to obviously increase revenue for your brokerage. And we're giving that personal touch at the same token. And what will happen is once we do that, and onboarding is very easy. It's simple. It's automated. We're going to add them to school platform. Everything that we talked about in the standard will be in the premium as well. So volume seat discount, 15 to 40% off individual pricing. Buy charter seats for your agents at volume pricing. Okay. Past savings as a recruitment and retention benefit, or bundle at market rate and keep the margin. Either way, your office captures the spread, right? So up to $800 margin per seat at a growth pack of 10 seats. Now they're purchasing 10 seats. And if you want to keep the spread, you'll make about $800 per seat. And then we do all the training, we do all the marketing, we do all the whole hand holding and babysitting and everything that comes with that. And our goal is to make sure they become successful. As long as they show up, I promise you this. If they can show up, and I know they can punch their way out of a paper bag because they're real estate agents, but if they show up and they take action, they actually execute, have a leap of faith, and rinse and repeat, they will be successful and they will have deals. They will be successful with this business and bringing revenue to the table and turning them into what? An awesome kick butt real estate agent that's going to dominate their area. So let's keep on rolling here. Enrollment revenue share. That's the other revenue. So here's the 4 revenue streams. 25 to 30% per sale, monthly payout. You're going to earn 25 to 30% on every enrollment through your co-branded partner page. Charter is $4.99, $5.99 a seat. Regular price is $32 to $38 per seat. There's no cap, no minimum, paid monthly. Remember, those are discounts, right? Because the regular program is $12,997 across the United States of America. A growth pack, 10 agents enrolled. It's $4,191 in commissions at the charter. That's a check, and it's paid out every month to you. VIP execs, lending referrals, licensed agent referral compensation. Now, licensed agents in your office who refer investor clients to VIP execs, realty, and lending earn referral compensation under applicable state licensing rules, right? A transaction-based income stream that compounds as more agents build investor pipelines. I'm going to go ahead and move this up there a little bit. Okay. So you can actually see this. Pay at closing. Here it is. Here's the enchilada for you. Pay at closing pipeline. VIP execs, pre-screened, intent-based, zero upfront cost. Amp Live runs advertising campaigns targeting motivated sellers and traditional buyers, right? This is how this works. Leads not suited for creative investment strategies. Sellers who want to list, buyers who qualify conventionally, are targeted and routed through VIP execs, realty, lending, licensed brokerage, to premium partner agents, pre-screened, intent-based, and warm. Your agents pay at closing only through VIP execs realty, zero upfront cost for any lead, 25 to 35% referral fee to VIP execs at closing only, priority routing for premier offices in exclusive MSA. So that's part of the I guess the caveat, right? That you have to be part of the premium package. Or you have to be a premium agent to make that happen, to be able to get those leads absolutely free. So I'm going to go ahead and change this over here so you can see where we're at there. So you can actually, maybe you can read it a little better. Some fine print all up. It's not even fine print. It's just a little smaller. But let me see how this looks too. Let me see which one looks better. Yeah, it's kind of hard to see. Okay, getcha. I got you. Let's do this. It's always live, real. And raw. Here we go. Ready? Okay, let's finish it up. So that's super powerful, right? As we're going to bring in these leads, they're going to come in, and the closing ratios are a lot higher because they're warm leads. And not to mention, VIP execs is going to help out your agents and help them, show them what to do and how to call. There's going to be cold calling scripts, all that good stuff to be able to lock down those leads and to turn them into COEs, close of escrows, so your brokerage can increase its volume along with the agent and make the agent super happy because they're going to keep on doing more and more, right? So let's get into this real quick. So why this doesn't exist anywhere else. So I'm going to read it from here. Why this doesn't exist anywhere else in real estate education. Now, companies like OpCity run a pay-at-closing model as a standalone tech business, right? AmpLive generates the leads as a byproduct of its existing accelerator advertising campaigns, already running to attract creative real estate investors. Other real estate investors and mentees are running campaigns as well, and usually ran through AmpLive Media and powered by AmpLive Media. and the CRMs and workflows and all that good stuff. So they're coming in through those resources. The traditional leads are the overflow. All right. Instead of losing them, they become your fourth revenue stream through VIP Exec's licensed brokerage structure. The accelerator creates the ad ecosystem. The ad ecosystem creates the lead pipeline, and you'd be the only broker in your market with what we're offering here. All right. Now, every lead has a home. Nothing gets wasted. Okay. Nothing gets wasted. Amp Live runs dual purpose advertising. Every lead is triaged at intake, creative investor pipeline, or traditional representation pipeline. Every ad dollar produces revenue through one of two channels. Okay. So I'll go ahead and, as you can see, put it up there, but you'll be able, I'm just going to bring it up here so you can see it. So the 6-step flow, I'm not going to go through it because there's a lot here, but it's very simple, right? So the 6-step flow, and then you got a triage criteria, how leads are sorted. So we'll start off just with the first couple, right? Amp Live runs dual purpose ads, motivated seller plus traditional buyer campaigns, same audience, same budget, 2 pipelines. Then it goes over here to creative pipeline, Amp Live students, right? And mentees, pre-foreclosure, notice of default, behind on mortgage payments, probate or estate situation, tired landlords, which are investors, open to Subto or seller finance, needs fast relief, distress indicators present. Okay. Lead enters go high level or the CRM, or whatever CRM we're using at the time, because we have different CRMs that we use. Structured intake form captures motivation, timeline, situation, and financing preferences before any human contact. Lead triage at intake, creative indicators, pre-foreclosure, behind on payments, open to Subto, creative pipeline, conventional indicators, want to list, retail buyer, VIP Exec's traditional pipeline. Creative leads, traditional leads, agent closes, VIP Execs collects fee. That's pretty much in a nutshell, right? Now, this is how the traditional pipeline, your agents from VIP Execs, agents via VIP Execs, right, wants to list. So these leads are coming through the pipeline. Think of it as a pipeline. And these leads are coming in. So some of these are going to be, this is the private sector. On this side, this is the private sector and the public sector. Public sector is going to be, hey, maybe it's a listing, maybe it's a buyer. Maybe they need a loan or some sort, right? On this side is going to be Subto, seller finance, creative, distressed properties, right? So as it fills into the pipeline, and you got a pipeline, there's funnels that hit every different type, like here. Traditional pipeline, your agents via VIP Execs wants to list conventionally. Retail buyer qualifying for a mortgage, no distress, flexible pipeline, wants full market value, prefers working with the traditional agent buyer seeking conventional loan. Now, why these close at 3 to 5% higher than anywhere else, right? Now, no cold call, it's no cold portal clicks, right? These leads are responded to Amp Live, real estate advertising with demonstrated intent. They're pre-screened through a structural intake form. What we call the mission is the submission, and that's what we share with your agents. The mission is the submission, so they're qualifying them with the Amp Live method to turn that into not just a cold lead, it comes into a warm lead. When they're done with that call, turns into a super hot, juicy lead. And then we continue to move forward to show your agents on how to close those. Okay. That's the difference. Pre-screened through structural intake form, evaluated before any human contact, contact, I should say. By the time a lead reaches your agent, it has been determined to be a traditional opportunity ready to move forward. That means, hey, they've already went through this. And, these other the wholesale, seller finance, creative real estate investing, all those options and opportunities for the seller is just not going to work for them. So then you're going to take off the investor hat and you're going to put on the real estate agent hat. And those agents are going to get filtered through VIP Execs, and they're going to get filtered. They're going to be given to you. To your broker, or I should say to your agent, or to the brokerage, and then the brokerage will distribute them out to the agents that are part of the Amp Live Creative Real Estate Investing Accelerator and get them closed, which means more revenue for the broker. All right. So legal structure, it's RESPA compliant. Amp Live Media runs ads and routes leads, compensated by VIP Execs. That's a marketing fee, not a referral fee. VIP Execs Realty and Lending licensed brokers receives leads, routes to agents, and collects the referral fee at closing. Fully legal. One attorney, one co-marketing agreement, clean forever. That's it. So that's basically what we got going on here right now. Obviously, pay at closing pipeline, the ad budget pays for itself at the end of the day. Revenue streams are, can be very high. The traditional lead pipeline, commissions, know I get stuff right, of 30% or 3% commission on 375,000 average transaction, 20 to 22% close rate. Results are obviously not guaranteed. That depends on the closing ratios and the skill sets of your agents. Does not include accelerator enrollments, seat margins, and lending referrals on top of the income. That's just one resource income, and then we got 3 more resources of income that we're bringing to the table for your brokerage. 3 tiers, 4 streams, 1 mission, right? Affiliate partner program, boom, 25%. There's no minimum. Got to check every month. You just got to share the program with your agents and anybody else. You can share it with people in the United States of America and Florida, even if you're in California. And if they buy the program, boom, you get paid. Here, it's specifically for your office and your office partners, right? You're actually going to purchase these seats at a discount. And then you're going to give them to whoever you think, or whoever premium agents or your top agents that you want them to learn, or whatever it is, you give it to them, you pay for it, or you mark it up and you charge them and you make money on the difference, which is affiliate benefits, pay at closing, lead routing via VIP execs. So that's going to happen too. So you're going to make a revenue stream there. That's the 4th revenue stream. VIP execs preferred lending relationship. And yes, one event from Erick, myself, will be there. Premier partner, 25 plus seats, exclusive MSA. So this is an exclusive MSA agreement, 30% revenue, priority pay at closing, routing, and exclusive MSA. That's super, super powerful. The amount of revenue that you'll be able to bring in. Everything you need to know before you partner. How is this different from OpCity and Zillow leads? Well, 3 critical differences. First, intent. The leads responded to AMP Live real estate advertising with demonstrated motivation, not casual browsing, right? Second, pre-screening. Every lead is evaluated through the structured intake form before any human contact. That means the mission is the submission, and how we teach with the opening of the call, discovery of the call, closing of the call, boom, submit it. They get a copy, we get a copy, boom, it goes through AMP Live Media, and they submit that lead to your brokerage and agents. That's how that works. So the human contact, by the time it reaches your agent, it's been determined to be a traditional representation opportunity. Third, cost structure. The cost structure, 0 upfront cost, astronomical, right? Return on investment. Pay at closing only through VIP Execs Realty and Lending. Close rates on pre-screened intent-based leads typically run about 3 to 5% or times higher than code portal leads, where someone just puts in some information. These are actually being ran through, and then they're being worked. And then they're going to, like I said, they're going to come into a funnel. If it's traditional, boom, that goes the traditional route. If it's untraditional, yes, even then, those leads can still, if they're part of the AMP Live Creative Real Estate Investing Accelerator, right, they're going to lock those properties up, and they're going to work with those sellers, and they're going to bring that revenue stream and close them as units through your brokerage. And then on the public sector, they're going to turn into listings. They're going to turn into buyers. They'll be investors, all that stuff. So you're going to hit it from both sides. All right. Why does the referral fee go through VIP execs, not AMP Live? Book a call, and we'll share that with you. Do we get leads specifically in our market? Can we use the pay at closing pipeline to recruit agents? Of course. What is the revenue share accelerator enrollments? What is the revenue share on accelerator enrollments? When does the charter close pricing? When does it close? So affiliate partners earn 25%, $4.99 to $3.32. $49 is regular price. Office partners are 28%. Premier partners earn 30%. All payouts are monthly on the 15th. No cap, no minimum. Okay. So 4 revenue streams, 0 others offer this. Charter era pricing closes when the 50 seats are filled up for your area and brokerage and zip code and all that good stuff, right? Apply now, active all 4 revenue streams, including priority access to pay at closing, lead pipeline before any other broker in your market does. 0 upfront costs, 30% revenue share, 40% max seat discount, and 4 revenue streams. There's no other agency or marketing company that is doing this right now. We are the only ones, and you'll be the first ones to obviously tap into this revenue stream. And after all, we're bringing 4 revenue streams to your brokerage. It's a no-brainer. But you can fill out that information right there. First name, all that good stuff, brokerage, how many brokers. But this is for the premium side. It is for a minimum of 25 to 50 agents for your brokerage. So if you're a mom and pop, it's okay. If you got 100, 200, 300, you got 1,000 agents, no problem. That's even better. The pricing is going to be what it's going to be. We'll always work something out, as you know, because real estate's negotiable. Business is not negotiable. This as long as it makes sense. Because remember, we're bringing 3 to 4 revenue streams to your brokerage at no cost to you. All right, so let's go ahead and wrap this up. I'm going to go ahead and close this out. And I'll leave that up there. You can want to test out. You got any agents right there? Boom. They want to sign up. If you're an agent, definitely go to your broker and say, hey, you got to check this out. I want this. Can we get this? Can we get this for our other agents? Can you at least bring them in? And if we need to, yeah, you can have them contact me. Someone on my team will contact me. We'll set up an appointment. We can do a Zoom. If you're in Southern California, I can come out to your office and share all this great stuff with you, your broker, or whoever, obviously I need to talk to, and go from there. All righty. So let me see. I'm not going to share anything else because we're already at 1 hour right on the dot. Appreciate you. Keep on rocking and rolling. I'll go ahead and put my face and mug up here, and we'll go ahead and close this out. As I always say, rock and roll in all that you do. Without further ado, God bless you with abundance, prosperity, health, and wealth. Hopefully you enjoyed today in the Amp Live TV and the Amp Live Creative Real Estate Investing Show, where we're introducing, this is the first time introducing this program, which is the Amp Live Creative Real Estate Investing Accelerator Charter Program and a Broker Partner Program. It's a Broker Partner Program. That's what this is. Only for the charter and until the charter spots roll out or run out. And that's going to be for every brokerage, right? And depending on where you're at. We're rocking and rolling all 4 counties. This is for Southern California only right now. And maybe then we'll do Central. We'll move to Northern California as we move forward through California. Then we'll start hitting other states. If you see this and you're from other states and you want this, then definitely you can reach out, do a DM, do a chat, reach out someone on my team, and they'll get in touch with me. We'll do a call, telephone, Zoom, whatever. And if you're local in the area, we'll definitely come out and maybe, we'll reach out to your office and things of that nature. Or we'll visit with you, okay? So without further ado, rock and roll in all that you do. I'm going to go ahead and put this up here so you can see it. 4 ways your office makes money, and it's not going to cost you a freaking dime at the end of the day. You can scan that QR code if you want to get involved. I don't care if you're an agent or broker or not even part of the broker partnership program, but you can jump aboard the Amp Live Creative Real Estate Investing Accelerator right there. Scan that QR code and let's rock, okay? So hopefully you have an awesome, wonderful day. I'll be back probably tomorrow. We'll be back tomorrow for Sunday, the Sunday sermon, Rants and Raves. We'll talk a little bit about this, obviously, and then we're going to talk about what we got for our 250-year anniversary for America. And we got some special promos that we're rolling for the Amp Live American Mentee program and for the Amp Live Creative Real Estate Investing Accelerator as well. And I want to share that with you. I'm excited about it. And we're looking forward to people coming aboard and working with us exclusively through Amp Live Media, AHA, Americans Helping Americans, and VIP Execs Realty Lending and Investments and Luxury Properties. Step into excellence. We'll talk to you soon. You have an awesome, wonderful evening. Bye-bye.